Good evening. Let me call the Schaumburg Village Board meeting to order for Tuesday, February 24th, 2026. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel.
Present.
Trustee Clare.
Present.
Trustee Sullivan.
Present.
Trustee Madej.
Present.
Trustee Bishke is absent. Trustee LaRosa.
Present.
President Daly.
Present. We do have a quorum. I do want to ask if you have any these electronic devices, cell phones, whatever else, please turn them off so we can have a quiet meeting this evening. Thank you. I'd like to ask Trustee Patel to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Everyone, please rise. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Patel. Next item is the approval of minutes for February 10th, 2026. Questions, comments?
Motion to approve. Second.
Motion and second to approve the minutes. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next item is the approval of expenditures for $5,625,781.05.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the expenditures as presented. Will the clerk please pull the board?
Trustee Patel.
Aye.
Trustee Clare.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Bishke is absent. Trustee LaRosa.
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays. Motion carries. Thank you. So we have some presentations to make here. Okay, so this one's first. Okay, I have 3 of them this evening. This is great. Okay, Derek Person, there you are. Please come forward from the police department. Police Sergeant. 24 years, so let me make sure I've got the right one here. Okay, 24 years, let's see. Nope, wrong one. This one here, okay. It's the bigger one here, so bear with me a second. So if I may, I'm going to read this. In grateful appreciation of Derek Person, Police Sergeant, in recognition of your 24 years of dedicated service to the Village of Schaumburg, 2002 to 2026. Best wishes in your retirement from the Village President, Village Board, Village Clerk, and staff of the Village of Schaumburg. I'm sure, and all your fellow workers over there in the police department. So, if we may. So, and look this way over here so you get a nice picture for you. Bring any other family? Oh, didn't know, because sometimes just so that they come up. Now, go away, let's see. Gotta make sure you get this. Oh, what else is in here? Yeah, okay. Here's the box for it anyway, so you can keep it. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay. Enjoy the retirement.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay, next item is 25-year service award, not retiring, right? Okay, to Gus Shulos.
Perfect.
Okay, I don't normally do that. Gus here is fire battalion chief, obviously with the fire department. So 25 years, though, is a long time. Okay, but glad that you're sticking around for a while, and I'm sure so is the chief. Glad to have you stick around. So, where is he? Somewhere over there. If he can see over here, it's an inside joke. Those that know. All right. Yes, with the patch. So, we'll turn this way. Look over here. Got the professional camera today. Okay, so here you go. And this is and you got some family here, I see. Okay, all right. You got your pictures? Okay, all right, good. All right, this is all yours. Then.
Thank you.
There you go.
Appreciate it.
Again, thank you. Okay,
gotta
the
make
next
the run.
one is
Congratulations.
very easy. Right next to me is the village manager. Brian, it's 25 years. I can't believe it's been 25 years, but wow.
You and me both.
Yeah, so Brian spent, for those that know, you know, and if you don't, Brian first came here as an intern.
Right.
And did a great job as an intern. And so he spent a number of years here doing that. And actually got assistant manager, right? Village manager. Went to St. Charles. They stole him away for a while. And then Mayor Larson stole him back. And so he's been here with us ever since. So, again, 25 years. This is the Brian Townsend, village manager. A recognition of your 25 years of dedicated service to the village of Schaumburg. And it's got 2 sets of years because he was here and then left and came back. And a grateful appreciation from the village president, village board, village clerk, and the staff of the village of Schaumburg. And definitely appreciate all you did, Brian. So. All right? Okay. So, Brian has helped steer this village for the past few years. He's helping us certainly make the transition to a new village hall and ultimately a new police station and other types of infrastructure changes that are needed and we'll see coming in the next probably 4 or 5 years. He has to stick around for at least that long, so.
At
least.
I plan on it, so.
Okay,
Yeah, you mentioned I started here as an intern. That was back in 1993. And I had a small office in the basement of the village hall. And it wasn't even an office. It was like an emergency pass-through between IT and planning at the time. I didn't know any better at the time. But I've learned, and I know we need a new building, and I appreciate the board's support in moving forward with the new village hall. And I appreciate the board's support on a lot of fronts. It's a great place to work. It's a great place to be. I appreciate all the executive team and all the directors that I've worked with, both in this stint as village manager and my prior stint. I think Paula is probably the one that I've worked with the longest, and I appreciate all the work that she does to help me steer the village and keep things on the right track. And just appreciate all the employees. You know, public service is a very honorable profession, and whether you're in the police department or the fire department or community development or transportation or HR or finance, any of the departments, we have a lot of people here that do a lot of great work and make sure Schaumburg is the premier community that it is, that it's a great place to raise a family, it's a great place to start or run a business. And just great quality of life here, and I'm happy that we're able to live here. My wife Patty is in the back. I owe her a debt of gratitude for all her support during my career, and just thank everyone for their support, and look forward to at least a few more years here in Schaumburg. So thank you,
Great.
everyone.
so did you get your pictures, Patty? Okay, can you expect some 8x10s out of those, right? Okay. Gotta have something to throw darts at. Okay, thank you, all right. Next item on the agenda is a liquor license request from, excuse me, Miss Andrea Silstano. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing this. Okay, would you please come forward? This is one Class F1 liquor license for M&M. It's my favorite candy, by the way. Playland Cafe located at 1228 North Roselle Road. It's a new business. So why don't you just kind of give us an overview as to what you're doing there and what the goal is?
Can
Okay.
I help her or no? Can I
Pardon?
help her? I'm her husband. I'm the owner of the business. Is that okay?
Sure,
Yeah.
go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Daniel Wojka. I'm the owner of the playground, M&M Playland Cafe. We operate as a family-focused indoor playground. We serve the children and their parents while they are playing, while the kids are playing. We're requesting a beer and wine liquor license to facilitate a light amenity for the parents.
Okay?
If any questions,
And so obviously you serve some food there too?
yes, we
Yeah,
have a
probably,
diversified
chicken
menu.
tenders, right?
Chicken tenders.
Lots of chicken tenders for kids. It's their favorite food.
Yeah.
That mac and cheese, I think, yes.
Pizza. We
Oh.
have sandwiches, paninis.
Okay,
It's a diversified menu.
yes,
For food too.
okay, great. Questions, comments from the board? No? Yes, trustee Madey.
So a Playland Cafe is basically for the kids?
It's for the kids and the parents, so it's like divided somehow. We have a play area and then we have cafeteria.
So the alcohol, the liquor is going to be served in a separate area?
It's gonna be in the cafeteria, no alcohol in the play area. No alcohol will be allowed in the play area.
Okay. No further questions?
I've been to one like this, similar to this in Hoffman
Okay.
Estates.
Okay.
And they have the play area, there is some tables there for, obviously for the kids to be able to eat at and
Yeah.
stuff, but then they also have a separate area that is really more for
the adults.
luncheons and dinners that are separate from the whole play area.
Okay.
So I assume very much like that.
Yeah,
So-
same thing.
All right. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, other questions, comments? Okay, you'll need to go to the Liquor Commissioner's office, which is the mayor's office, during normal business hours. Complete the necessary paperwork. There's a fingerprinting involved and a number of other things, and pay the appropriate fee. And once background check is done, and that's all approved, then a liquor license will be issued.
Sounds good.
Okay,
We did the
all right.
fingerprinting, so
Okay,
we are just waiting. Thank you, sir.
good, you're already ahead of the game. Thank
Have a good
you.
night. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
All right, you're welcome to stay or leave, it's up to you. So, next item is a request from Ms. Jennifer Nielsen for one Class A liquor license for Buffalo Wild Wings located at 1430 North Meacham Road, new owner. Okay, that's you, or are you here representing them?
I am counsel on behalf of the company.
Okay, all right, okay, so tell us about it, plan to make any changes or anything of that nature?
No, this will be a turnkey operation. They are intending to keep the same staff, the menu, the layout. There's going to be no construction. So really, it's just an asset purchase on behalf of the company, and they're going to move forward with just applying for the new license as the new owner.
Okay, questions from the board? No? Okay. Same comments, you'll need to go to the Liquor Commissioner's office, which is the mayor's office during normal business hours, and complete the appropriate paperwork, and there's background check, fingerprinting, et cetera, that is done, and once all that's approved, then a license will be issued. Okay, they can still continue to operate on a temporary at this point, until that process is complete, though.
Okay, we
Okay.
haven't closed yet.
Okay.
So
All
it's
right.
going to be
Well, once it
contingent.
does,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
great. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Okay, moving on, consent agenda. The consent agenda will be read in its entirety, voted on as one motion to approve. If you wish to discuss an item further, please indicate that when the item is read by the village clerk so that it can be removed from the consent agenda and discussed further under committee reports. Otherwise, all items will be approved as presented on the consent agenda with one motion to approve. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
Number 9, liquor licenses, one-day liquor license requests. The motion would be to approve the request from Ms. Carrie Allen of Fogo de Chao for one Class D one-day liquor license for the Savora event on Thursday, February 19th, 2026 at 1501 Woodfield Road and waive the fee. B, the motion would be to approve the request from Ms. Megan Galvin of Shaw's Crab House for one Class D one-day liquor license for the Savora event on February 19th, 2026 at 1501 Woodfield Road and waive the fee. C, the motion would be to approve the request from Ms. Mandy Rivera of Wildfire for one Class D one-day liquor license for the Savora event on Thursday, February 19th, 2026 at 1501 Woodfield Road and waive the fee. 10, correspondence. The motion would be to approve the request from Schaumburg High School Saxon Booster Club to hold a raffle on March 7th, 2026 at Schaumburg High School located at 1100 West Schaumburg Road and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. B, the motion would be to approve the request from Schaumburg Pilots Association to hold raffles at each weekly meeting held in the 2026 calendar, with the first raffle beginning on February 26th at the Schaumburg Regional Airport located at 905 West Irving Park Road, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. 11, proclamations. A, General Aviation Month, March 2026. B, National Transit Employee Appreciation Day, March 18th, 2026. 12, Engineering and Public Works Committee. The motion would be to approve a contract renewal for the 2026 annual concrete repair program with Schroeder & Schroeder, Inc. of Skokie, Illinois, in an amount not to exceed the proposed fiscal year 26-27 budget of $1,600,000. B, the motion would be to award a bid for the traffic signal and Opticom maintenance to H&H Electric Company of Franklin Park, Illinois, for the fiscal year 26-27 with 3 optional 1-year extensions, not to exceed the approved budget. C, the motion would be to execute an agreement for the custodial maintenance and day porter services with Crystal Maintenance Plus Corp. Of Wheeling, Illinois, for fiscal year 26-27 with 3 optional 1-year extensions for the proposed amount of $405,452 and approve the required resolution. D, the motion would be to approve a contract renewal for the fiscal year 26-27 annual street improvement program, contract number 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3 professional engineering with Engineering Enterprises, Inc. of Sugar Grove, Illinois, in the amount of $496,645.18 and approve the required resolution. E, the motion would be to approve a contract renewal for the fiscal year 26-27 annual street improvement program, contract 2, Phase 2 and Phase 3 professional engineering with Chastain and Associates, LLC of Schaumburg, Illinois, in the amount of $622,575.69 and approve the required resolution. 13, Finance, Legal, and General Government Committee. A, the motion would be to approve the Finance Department monthly report for January 2026. B, the motion would be to delay the implementation date of a municipal push tax on plays of video gaming terminals effective May 1st, 2027. C, the motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute a 1-year extension on the contract with Creative Audio of Rockford, Illinois, for main stage production services in an amount not to exceed $83,565.05, with a requested budget of $135,000 available for performance fees subject to the approval of the fiscal year 26-27 budget and approve the required resolution. D, the motion would be to approve a contribution in the amount of $10,000 to the Greater Chicago Area Manufacturing Partnership. E, the motion would be to approve a Class 7B tax incentive for Golden Corridor Family YMCA and approve the required resolutions. F, the motion would be to adopt an ordinance setting the time and place of the required public hearing for the proposed amended North Schaumburg project area. 14, Planning, Building, and Development Committee. A, the motion would be to amend the municipal code pertaining to auto repair business license requirements regarding grandfathered storage containers. 15, Zoning Board of Appeals. A, the motion would be to approve a special use for a Type A restaurant and parking variation for Ahar Restaurant, 25 South Roselle Road. 16, award of bid.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, do you have?
I'm sorry, I might not be doing this correctly. I thought by signing in up there, I'd have an opportunity to speak on Zoning Board of Appeals just for a few moments.
Okay, we'll pull that off for a conversation,
All right,
separate.
thank you very
Okay.
much.
Which
Okay,
one is
sorry.
that one?
Okay, so pull item A under Zoning Board of Appeals.
Okay.
Item A.
16, award of bid. The motion would be to award a bid for streetlight maintenance and repair to Lyons Electric Company, Inc. of LaGrange, Illinois, for fiscal year 26-27 with 3 optional 1-year extensions, not to exceed the approved budget. 17, resolutions. A, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-26-016, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a contract renewal for the fiscal year 26-27 annual street program Street Improvement Program, Contract Number 1, Phase 2 and Phase 3, Professional Engineering with Engineering Enterprises, Inc. B, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-26-017, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a contract renewal for the fiscal year 26-27 Annual Street Improvement Program, Contract Number 2, Phase 2 and Phase 3, Professional Engineering with Chastain and Associates, LLC. C, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-26-018, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute a contract for the custodial maintenance, day porter services with Crystal Maintenance Plus Corp. D, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-26-019, approving and authorizing the execution of a consulting talent buying agreement between Village of Schaumburg and Creative Audio. E, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-26-020, designating an area of the Village of Schaumburg, Cook County, Illinois, consisting of property index number 07-19-105-013-0000 as a blighted area. F, the motion would be to adopt as resolution number R-26-021, approving and authorizing a 7B classification for 101 Barrington Road, Schaumburg, Illinois, Golden Corridor Family YMCA. 18, ordinances. A, the motion.
Hold.
Hold that one, please.
That would be holding that last resolution, just to clarify? Or are we,
That's with zoning.
The
with
resolution
A.
is fine.
okay.
Yeah, the resolution is fine, it's the ordinance here.
Ordinance.
Ordinance here,
Oh, the first ordinance, okay.
first ordinance,
25 South Roselle.
sorry.
Okay. 18, ordinances. Oh, so we're pulling that one, okay. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number, would I be renumbering these as well?
You would start with
Lance.
019.
Yeah, you were starting
Okay.
019, that's right.
Okay. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 26-019 of the Village of Schaumburg, the Village of Schaumburg, Cook and DuPage counties, and to set a date for and to approve a public notice of a public hearing for amendment number 1 to the North Schaumburg redevelopment area. C. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 26-020, amending Title 11, Chapter 129F of the Schaumburg Village Code regarding Appendix A, auto repair, auto body, and internet auto sales. D. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance number 26-021, authorizing adoption and publication of official updated zoning map of the Village of Schaumburg. This concludes the consent agenda.
Look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as read.
Motion to approve is presented.
Second.
That's with item,
Item A in zoning.
the zoning board removed for further discussion, and under item A under ordinances. Will the clerk please pull the board?
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Claire?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Madey?
Aye.
Trustee Bischke is absent. Trustee LaRosa?
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Committee reports, we have the one item that has been removed for discussion, which is a recommendation from the zoning board to approve a special use for Type A restaurant and parking variation for Ahar Restaurant, 25 South Roselle Road. And you said you have some questions or comments. Please come forward to the microphone, give us your name, address for the record, and hold forth.
My name is Denise Sunder. I'm proud to say I've been a homeowner in Schaumburg for over 40 years. And I'll try to make it short, but we felt it was important. I've been connected for over 10 years with the Historical Society in Schaumburg. It's our 63rd year. I'm now the president of the Historical Society, and what brings me here tonight is I went to the meeting of the zoning board on the 11th to review what was going to happen at 25 South Roselle Road after 5 years. We're also glad to see some interest in such a predominant location in our historical center of Schaumburg. We're glad to welcome the enterprise, but there was a thorough discovery made by the zoning board to be concerned about the parking over there. We have three things, and I'll make it short. One, the history of the spot is not an historical building, but everything in Schaumburg is historical as far as we're concerned. And what was there, a little history lesson, was actually a private residency in 1907. It became Caldwell Bank in 1982. And then we all loved Deerfield's German Bakery for 20 years in the year 2000. And because of COVID, it went away in 2020. So it's standard abandoned. It's faded from its beautiful dark red, antique red, they called it in the minutes. But now it's proposed to be a full restaurant. Our concern is twofold. One, the parking, which has been addressed. There's only 25 parking spots in the lot. So they've worked with the building to the south of there to work out an agreement to use their parking, as well as we all know there's parking for general use that Illuminati's and everybody else uses as well. So if they're willing to live with that, oh, and then they mentioned that they were going to do valet parking. But it's a lot of parking issues because it's going to be a full restaurant, which never was there before. A lot of dynamics. Our second concern is the color. It was a beautiful antique red, and if you stand on the other side of the street and look across, you'll see a nice association of bricks buildings, historically significant or painted to sort of look like they go along with the area. What they're proposing is a dark navy blue. And our concerns, and just have a thought to maybe have everybody think about it a little bit more. It's going to look, these are terrible pictures, but you can get your own. We have a beautiful blue here, but that I wouldn't consider navy blue. It's just going to be an extremely dark building. It will not look, in our estimation, like it's blending into the historical significance of the area, which the brick or the red color would do. The beige and the trim work that they're going to do, we have no problem with, but we can understand they don't want to keep the look of the bakery, kind of cute look to it that Deerfields did. But we would ask to have a second thought about how dark the building will be and how it won't look like it blends into the historical buildings that are there both north and south all the way around. So basically, we're concerned about the parking. We're concerned of the type of business, although it sounds like it'll be a high-quality cuisine that Mr. Cindy's proposing. He's already been an owner of a restaurant, and so isn't coming in cold turkey, but he's got a competition of over 20 restaurants within 1 mile that have that same type of cuisine, let alone hopscotch, couldn't go in. But he sounds like he's a gentleman up for challenges. Again, we're just asking to bring to attention, as the zoning board addressed some of these issues, but we didn't discuss color until I met with our group, and we thought we'd bring it up tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Chairman of the zoning board, Harry Ramondi, would you come on up here just for a minute, ask a few questions here? I did read the minutes and the material. We all have that from the zoning board, from the hearing, from staff, and everything else. There was obviously extensive conversation.
Yeah, the parking was the biggest thing.
Yeah.
We talked about and emphasized the fact that they're probably going to need valet parking.
Yes.
As far as the color of the building, no, that wasn't an issue. And like this lady said, their group came up and we were concerned about that after the meeting. The basic use and everything, we agreed on that. And not much more I can comment on that other than the parking was the big issue that we spent a lot of time talking about.
Okay.
So
Is the petitioner here? Yes, okay. Okay, can I ask you to come forward here for a minute?
And the petitioner did a very thorough presentation too, so
Okay.
we understood what
So if you could just
he wanted to do.
give us your name for the record, if you wouldn't mind, please.
Hi, I'm Jamie Bear from Dan Shapiro and Associates, and I do have my client here.
Okay.
He's here to answer any questions.
Okay. Good evening. So, you look like you're in your chef outfit already for,
I was working and got some time, so.
okay, so you're all set to go. So, we understand there's been extensive conversation about the parking. You don't want to, let's not go back down that path. The color, was it a color that you picked out, or was it a color that staff recommended? I know there is a concern about wanting to try and keep to at least some of the more historical colors that have been used. So can you tell me that?
So I remember we had a conversation with the staff meeting, the first meeting when we had at the village. And we were given options to choose color which fit into the historical parameter.
Okay.
And these colors were there. We do have like color code with the paint number, name and everything, which we picked on. And there was a special selections when we go to Sherwin-Williams is the paint shop. And we chose from the historical only section from there itself. Now, we chose this color. Why we chose this color is a great question. See, as a restaurant, when we are spending so much money to uplift the experience for communities, and folks gonna be spending a decent amount of money for their experience, where the quality of the product is also gonna be working together with the ambiance and experience. There has to be an experience also when people are walking in towards the building. Now, first of all, we picked up the paint color with the name code, like I said, from the historical section itself. It need a freshness, actually. The building need freshness. The neighborhood need a change in not touching the historical part of it, but also in such way where experience is melting together with the look of the building from outside itself, and then of course when they're entering inside the dining room, that matters the most too. I mean, these are the thoughts together. We worked with the village staff, and my interior designer and we worked hours on this thing, and we came up with this beautiful design.
Okay. So your goal obviously is you need to change the color. I mean, just like people typically, they repaint or put up new facades on buildings because they want to make it more what is them, and to highlight the fact that it's something new, it's something different than what was there. So understand it. There is a trim, a different color trim that's being used, beige or something, probably for window trim or something to that effect, right?
So there is small shades when we, on the building each side, the north side is, the paint is being done in such way where there is only two color combination is being used, beige and that the navy blue kind of color. And also, dining industry is all about experiences and how you can show uniquely, but also I do respect that historical part of it. This is a beautiful city, beautiful town. We the color is being choose right what we were options where we were given based on our ambience, which we are spending almost a decent amount of money based on the exterior is matching with that sense.
Okay. So you're not making any other changes to the building, any other physical changes to the building?
There is no changes to
Yeah.
that, sir. There is no
No.
changes at all.
So, okay, landscape, and obviously you're going to put in some upgrade landscaping and
Exactly.
things of
So
that nature to
that
create the
include,
ambience that you talked
Chris
about.
has-
Yeah,
So what kind
Yeah.
of freshness we want to add to
Yeah.
on the side? Like
that's all right. I want to make sure so you're doing some of that to also improve some of that. There's a big tree on the property, as I recall.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, you're keeping that tree? Do you recall, do you remember? I assume you're not cutting that tree down, but,
I think we're keeping the tree, right?
Yeah.
We're keeping the
so
tree.
you're just,
We're only gonna refresh the landscape,
yeah,
and then the
what I
pathway, we're
thought.
gonna change, we're gonna put new pathway there. So there's no any trip hazard. And freshness is all around the building itself too.
Okay. And you picked this location because you liked the location, or was there anything in particular about this location to open a restaurant? I mean, obviously, it's your prerogative. It's not our call. If you want to put a restaurant in there, you're certainly welcome, and we welcome you to put a restaurant in there. Obviously, though, knowing that there is others of different types of restaurants in the area, so.
The significance of that location itself, actually, it's a great location. Organically, you have a good exposure to the lot of foot traffic, lot of residentials. There is a huge residential community just came on Summit Drive. Now, on the Wise Road, there is another 200 housing communities coming there. On the other hand, not too far from that building, is 2 miles away, there's another residential project is coming in. So based on all the dynamic of the city itself, where the restaurants are actually doing their businesses, but also my goal is, as a chef, to bring high quality product, working organically on my recipes, and doing something unique, different than many other restaurants. Indian food itself is very popular cuisine. It's almost a global cuisine. It's one of the top 10 cuisine in the world. So there is a lot of popularity of this cuisine. I do understand there are few restaurants, but they are existing one are different cuisine. They are South Indian cuisine, and my goal is to work on the North Indian cuisine, which is already very globally popular in New York, Los Angeles. London is the big hub for that industry. France is also another one. So bringing that the cuisine and the concept, especially in that area, will target lot of big target market based on the folks lives around there. Rolling Meadows, on the other hand, Palatine, Hoffman State, everybody, there is not so many dining industry there, so they all come to Schaumburg. And Schaumburg need a new addition in Indian cuisine. I always feel on the other side, on the south side, if you look at it, Tasca, Roselle, Hanover Park, Elk Grove does not have many dining places. So adding, based on the market structure, adding a high-end, a great dining establishment there, especially focusing on a regional, traditional cuisine, will be a great addition to the city.
And there is a high Indian population
There
in
is
Schaumburg,
definitely,
so
sir.
that
Schaumburg
certainly
is a very
helps.
diverse community, and
Yes.
a lot of high-end
Okay,
earning population we have in the
Sure.
city. Lot of working class family, they all
Okay.
need to have a great experience when families are working so hard, and these good restaurant addition will not only just good for the community, for the city, but also it's actually bringing, it's putting actually our city on the local Chicagoland area on the map too, that we have such a great restaurant in the city. And,
Okay.
and also we have a lot of like 31 to 32 hotels. They almost like accommodating, I would say, like 2,000 to 3,000 rooms. So there is a lot of business client coming in each year. A lot of events are happening in the city. Summerfest, Oktoberfest, and we have a great opportunity as small business owners to go and host event there and be a part of it and show our food to the folks where they can enjoy the event.
okay. Questions, follow-up questions from the board? Trustee Clark?
If I'm not mistaken from my memory from years ago being on Old Schaumburg Center Commission, that color does, in fact, like staff is saying and zoning is saying, that meat, as long as it's not a semi-gloss, it has to be a flat finish. And I like the difference in color, and I understand where the gentleman's coming from. That's a great point, that it kind of stands out a little bit for the dining experience rather than having everything all the same. So, I mean, I don't have a problem at all with the color. The parking, I mean, that's being addressed, so hopefully, obviously, if their business, hopefully it'll go over very well, and if you've got a problem with parking, you're gonna be having valet real quick, otherwise you're gonna be losing customers, so I'm sure you'll take care of that. So I'm not concerned about that.
Other questions, comments? Yes, trustee Madej.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that navy blue flat goes with the area there and everything, so I don't see a problem with the color. Like you said, as long as it's just a flat color.
Correct.
Only question I have is, your valet parking service, is that going to be a complimentary to your clientele, or you plan on charging?
For guests, we'll see. Plan is to do, not to charge the guest. See, in Chicago is different. When you have, a lot of international customers coming in, but also parking is always a challenge in Chicago, we all know. And valet, there is a valet charge there. A lot of establishments, they don't do that. So Schaumburg, on the other hand, is very family-oriented atmosphere. It's a very different dynamic of where, folks wanted to come out and they want to be comfortable. They don't want to pay for the valet. So we know what we're going to do. Most certainly, we're not going to charge. So we'll see.
Okay.
Thank you.
Other questions, comments from the board? No. Hopefully that answers all the questions there. So, yes, oh, I'm sorry.
What is the anticipated date for opening?
So once we get the permit, we're going to do the renovation. We're going to do all the cosmetic, interior designing, and we're hoping 5.5 months, I would say, and then probably August end or September first week, we should be like running up. So.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm not sure I understand your question about the sheet you were holding up.
Sorry?
The sheet you're holding up, what is?
Oh, just trying to say, they had a wonderful presentation on the 11th. Again, we went back and thought it's just going to have all the trim work taken off. The front of the building will have a little bit of beige, but the rest of it will be this dark, okay? Dark blue. So we don't want it to be another dark blue building than Schaumburg. We just thought it would be advisable to consider the original antique red or an umber or something that would go in. I understand what Jamie's saying, something jumping out.
Well, it's different than
We really want it to jump out.
because you want it to, they want it to look different so that when people are coming there or going by, they're going to see it and say, that's different, what's going on there, and attract attention to it. So I think the color in that sense is appropriate. I'm not aware of other blues that are around the area. You got Fat next door, which is basically brick. It's kind of a red brick.
Or wood all the way along there.
Yeah.
We're just trying to look for harmony versus something that jumps out. His cuisine will be what will jump out, not what color the building is.
Yeah.
And the sign was the other thing. I'm sorry I didn't mention it. It's a lovely name he's come up with, but we're not too sure about where that sign's going to be, if it'll be on the portico and above the entrance or where it's going to be.
Okay. Well, staff is.
I think we have restrictions in that area,
Yeah.
the type of signage.
It's very tight as to what can be done with the signage and
So
everything.
keep some harmony there.
Yeah.
That's all we're
Yeah.
asking of the
Exactly.
Historical Society.
Okay. Other questions, comments? Okay. Then I look for a motion to approve this recommendation from the zoning board for a type A restaurant parking variation and approve the ordinance number
022.
26022.
And to waive the first reading.
And waive the first fee.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Anything further? Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Patel?
Aye.
Trustee Clare?
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan?
Aye.
Trustee Madej?
Aye.
Trustee Bishki is absent. Trustee LaRosa?
Aye.
5 ayes, no nays, motion carries. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your
Okay.
time. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, that's all under committee reports, comments from the public, an opportunity to come before the Schaumburg Village Board and discuss matters that are pertinent towards the village operations. Please come forward. Hold your comments to 3 minutes or less. Give us your name and address. Okay, moving on. Council report.
No report tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, President's report. I have none this evening. Manager's report.
It's a trifecta. I have no report.
Okay. Trustee comments, mentions. Anything this evening? Nope.
None today?
None, okay.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion is second to adjourn. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much.